we in the building, Put your hands in the air with my eyes can see. Straight book. Shout out to Buster. But yeah, with Terence Crawford ruined his legacy or tarnish his legacy by chasing Canelo Alvarez. And my thing is this: it all depends on how the fight go. Charlo was the big bad wolf, even though Jared Hurd mushed Charlo in the mouth. You know, his legacy didn't take a vote, didn't take a hit too. I do it for the culture. I do it for the culture. You know, he went in there, he did it for the track culture, as Cameron would say. So that's when his legacy started turning around. And people started looking at him funny and didn't want to see him fight no more. But then you have to also remember Terence Crawford criticized, Terence Jermell Charlo for his performance with Canelo. So if Crawford go out like a buster or he get in there and start surviving, which most people don't think, that's in Terence Crawford's how can I say it? DNA, that he at least go out on the shield and, say what you say about Deontay Wilder, and say what you say about Devin Haney. But look at how they went out on their shield. Look how they went out on their shield. Nobody talked about that. Wilder walked it like he talked it. And that's one thing I respect. When a man say something and he live up to that, I really do respect that. He went out there and said, you know what, man, I'm willing to die in that motherfucker. Breland shouldn't have threw that towel in. And guess what? He literally lived up to that word. He exceeded that. Every fighter don't got that, bro. Every person don't possess that. Well, they literally say, "Well, I'm willing to die for this shit. I'm willing to go." That's an attribute. That makes a fighter a fighter. That doesn't make you a boxer. That makes a fighter a fighter. That makes a fighter a fighter. All boxers ain't fighters, and all fighters ain't boxers. So, if Bud get in there and Canelo get to tumbling him and he strap his nuts on and, he keep going and he finished the fight, I think people will respect him. But I think the only way his legacy truly gets tarnished if he quits. If he quits. If he quits is the only way his legacy truly gets if his legacy truly gets tarnished. That's it. That's it. If he get around there running around, he run like Charlo. But can his legacy enhance with a loss? I mean, we've seen people stock go up after losses. We've seen it. Yes, he can lose and still win. We might feel like he won. And they rob him. Like, man, you know what? I ain't think Bud can go up there and compete like that. Or I ain't think he had that in him. I mean, remember we seen, it's a great example, even though these two niggas don't like each other. We seen I'm about to say something. Gary Russell. He fought Mark Mayaxo and he hurt his shoulder. And he started showing us stuff that we didn't know he had in his repertoire as far as moving his head, being slick and all that stuff. Yeah, remember that? This is going to bring out a different, bag that Crawford had. So only reason I really feel that he could tarnish his legacy if he get in there and run for his life. Running for your life, if he run or he quit. But if he win this fight, bro, I kind of agree with him taking this fight from his perspective, not from a viewership. From his perspective, I agree with him taking this fight. I think the risk is once in a lifetime. The reward is once in a lifetime. You a fighter, it's gonna be danger. I think the risk is once in a lifetime. I think the risk is legitimately once in a lifetime. Like, you get an opportunity to go down as the greatest fighter in the 21st century. Real talk. I think he has an opportunity to go down as the greatest fighter in the 21st century. Because people go off modern day. You hear some people talk about Jack Johnson, Rocky Marciano, Jack Dempsey. They turn around and say, well, it's that's the mob era and Muhammad Ali era. They was taking dives, oh, that's old. We don't count that in 4K. You get to see a guy like Bud do something that we only heard about, a lot of us, and we wasn't living when Henry Armstrong was doing these things and stuff of that nature. So yeah. I think him winning this fight, a lot of people are gonna call him the GOAT. Jumping up 2 weight class, virtually 3, because he ain't even really got comfortable at 54, and going in there and beating on Canelo, no catch weight, no rehydration clause, 100% Z side, not even the B side. He the Z side. Not even the C side, the B side. He the Z side. Going up in weight with no handicap and going to beat Canelo, and maybe Canelo. I think what also fuels people believing Bud have a chance to win is Canelo's reluctance to take the fight. I think that also fuels the fire. It's his reluctance to take the fight. Real talk. So just because a guy necessarily don't want to fight, it don't mean he won't win the fight. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean he won't win the fight. So yeah, don't forget that. Just because a particular guy, it's like, oh no, I really ain't trying. We seen it in school before where one dude like, man, I ain't really trying to fight. I ain't trying to get suspended, or I ain't really, on that. And niggas, oh, you pussy, you don't want to fight. You catch that nigga on the wrong day. You be like, I give you what you looking for. Put them paws on you. So just because somebody is reluctant to fight, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean they ain't gonna win the fight. It don't mean it don't necessarily mean they ain't gonna win the fight. I'll tell you that right now. I seen plenty of niggas like, man, I ain't trying to whoop you. Well, I ain't trying to fight you, and then they get the banging. And nigga, I wasn't trying to fight. It was for your good, not his, not his. So yeah, I seen it a bunch of times. Just because somebody just ain't really on that, a lot of these niggas can get in character or really be on that, if you catch my drift. No diddy. So, but yeah, that's why you leave people alone. But no, the only way he can really tarnish his legacy if he quit. That's it. If he get in there and he quit, or he run around for survival, you can't talk shit about Charlo running around and running around like a pussycat, and you go in there and do the same thing. That's what you can't do. So he can't run around for survival. So he ain't gonna get no cool points for going the distance, right? And he also can't quit. He also can't quit. So if he quit or he go around there for survival or whatever, then that's the only way his legacy get tarnished. That's it. But if he go in there and he show his ass out, he show up and show out, then he win. I think the reward outweigh the risk. In my opinion, in this situation, the reward outweigh the risk. I definitely agree with that. The reward outweigh the risk. So, but that's just my humble opinion on it. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Yeah, hit that link tree. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify. Join the Patreon. You won't be disappointed. Join the Patreon. For real. So join the Patreon. Free for 7 days. Peace.